everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies, and I am here today with a special video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by and coming to see what I have to say next. I don't know why you guys listen to me, but I love it. All right, so today I'm here with a video that I haven't really seen anyone do, and that's what do you do with your new placers? So you've got new tips, you want to put them in your pen. What's the best way to do it? You'll have a lot of people go and say, washi tape. I use washi tape to put my new placers on. Some people will say, oh, well, what about hot gluing them in? And I've even heard some creators recently go and make the comment, oh, I'm terrified of putting them in with hot glue. Well, never fear, because I'm going to show you what you can do from start to finish, how you can use washi tape and how you can use hot glue, and how I made the determination to do all of my pens with hot glue and put the tips in. So let's get started. I'm going to take a sip real quick. Oh, okay. So I have two pens here. This one is from Lady Lathe, and this one is from Creations Morin. And I've got two different size washi tapes. I've got the placers that I want to put in them. I have my hot glue gun, which is all nice and hot for me. And then I have these needle nose pliers. So this is what we're going to do first. So first things first, I'm going to go and I'm going to show you how to put your tips in using washi tape. So we're going to work with this pen that doesn't have anything in it. I've already got a 6 placer out, and I only use Diamond Art Club's thin metal placers. I put the single placer in and the multi-placer. 6 is my sweet spot. That's where I'm most comfortable. So let's go and try and put these in using washi tape. All right, so you've got your pen and you've got your hole, and here's my single placer. And of course, this one's actually going to fit in. I push that down. Yeah, that's in there nice and... Is it? Nope, there it goes. Okay, so it fits actually pretty good to a point, but then it doesn't. So we're not going to need a lot of washi tape. So I'm going to use this thin one. I have 2 different thicknesses here, and I'm going to show you as soon as I find where it starts. Oh, hang on a second. Where does this start at? You gotta love when you can't feel. Oh, I think it's here. Is it here? No. All right, so is this the seamless washi tape? I am literally not feeling where this washi. Oh my God, first world problems. I literally cannot find the seam. Okay, well, let me see if I can create one. Where's my slicer? There it is. All right, so I'm gonna very gently all right. Okay, here we go. I'm getting it started. All right, I guess maybe, okay, so that's where it goes to. All right, so I should be able now. Oh my goodness gracious me. Sorry guys, I did not expect to have this much trouble. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Holy Kalamazoo, that was a long time. All right, so once you find and you have washi tape that decides to cooperate, you're going to take it and you're going to wrap it around this bottom part, okay? Below this like little base, because you want that base to fit against your pen. I haven't done this in a while. Oh my gosh, I'm all thumbs today. What is going on here? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do this video today. What do you guys think? Okay, so I'm just wrapping it around a little bit because we saw that it fit pretty well. So I've just got that wrapped around, and you got to try and, wow, this washi tape. I mean, it's from Simply Gilded, but it's not cooperating. What is the malfunction here, people? All right. Let's try this again. I'm so sorry. I feel like a moron now. All right, so you would wrap this around. Here we go. All right. There's like no sticky on this washi. So I might have to just go to the other one because this is the only super thin one that I have. Let me see. All right, so we've got that wrapped around. You're going to kind of pinch it and squeeze it to make it try and stay there. And then we're going to put our pen tip in. And we're going to press down. And yeah, that's in there good. Now I have excess sticking out here that I don't need, so I can tear that off. So that's how I put that in. But as you can see some of the washi tape. Also, while you're doing this, and the more you diamond paint, it's going to come loose. And then you're going to have to change it again. Now, the one thing that I want to say, okay, is that only use hot glue if you are okay with leaving the pen tips in. And I'm going to show you why. Yes, you can get the placers out, but there is a chance that it's going to leave hot glue down in the hole, and you're going to have to use tweezers to dig it out. And I'm going to demonstrate that for you with another pen that has had them hot glued in, and I'm going to take one of the placers out and I'll show you what happens. All right, so we've got that in. Now, some of you might say, well, I don't have thin washi tape, Heather. Can I do it with thicker? Yes, yes, you can. And look, this one is nice enough to have its division where I can see it. So this is nicer washi. Hang on. It's got tape on it to cover the seam. There we go. All right, I'm just going to pull off about that much. Probably don't need all of that. But now I'm going to take my 6 placer. Now this time, because of how thick it is, it's going to go up over that lip. So I'm going to have it wrap around, tear that off. We don't need any more of that. Kind of squish it on there. And now we're going to, oop. I am like all thumbs today. Okay, there we go. It wasn't starting to go in. Okay. And then push down with a lot of force, and then it's in there. But now you've got all this washi sticking out, and part of it squished down inside. Let me zoom you in. Do you guys see that? Whoa, where's my pen? There it is. Oh, that's a little too close. Okay, so all that washi is sticking out there. And I think that looks really, really unattractive. But that is how you can use your placers and put them in with washi tape. Now that is a great option to do if you don't have a lot of tips, or you're not planning on having a lot of tips, but you have a lot of pens and you want to switch back and forth between pens, then of course, this is going to be your much better way to deal with it. Now, how I chose to handle it, let me take a sip again. Sorry guys, I've got such bad dry mouth from some of my medications. So if you have any tips on how to get rid of dry mouth, let me know. I'd love to have an answer to that one. Okay, anyway, moving right along after our little interlude there. If you don't have a lot of tips or you're not planning on investing in a lot, but you have lots of different pens, then the washi tape method is perfectly acceptable. I used this method for over 18 months of my diamond painting. This is what I did. Because it was expensive and I couldn't get them. Now, what happened was I loved it so much. A friend of mine, my good friend Morin, came to visit last summer in June, and she brought her hot glue gun. And she said, Heather, we're going to fix your pens, because I had gotten tired and sick of putting the washi tape on, because after a while, the pen tip will start to wiggle again, and then you're going to have to take it off, take this washi off, put new washi on, etc., etc. And I hated how it was like an eyesore with the washi tape sticking out. Okay, I didn't like how it looked. I thought it made my pens look really, really trashy. And personally, I didn't like it. If you don't mind, you don't care, go for it. Whatever makes you happy is what you should do for yourself. But for those people that have just been a little intimidated about hot gluing their tips in, well, I'm here to show you that you don't need to be afraid, okay? So I'm going to sit this pen to the side for right now. We will come back to it. But here I have a pen, and it came with 2 plastic tips. Well, I don't want to use the 2 plastic tips. So I'm going to take my needle nose pliers, and I'm going to go down to the fat part, and I'm going to twist, and it's going to come right off. Okay? So we're going to get rid of these. Easy peasy. And keep in mind, guys, I have nerve damage in my hand, so it literally is that easy to do. All right, so we're going to open up my new tips. Now, I have most of my pens, 98% of them, have a metal single tip from DAC and a 6-place thin multi-placer from DAC. How have I gotten them? Well, you know when you go and you only want to buy that one painting, but you want to get free shipping, I throw a tip in. There's been times when I've gotten like a special discount, or DAC's doing a special discount, like a 20% off sale, but there's not really anything I want to buy that's in stock. I've used it to go and buy like 5 of each, especially if I know I have pens coming, or to catch up and make up for my pens. So that's another solution that you can do in a way to amass your multi-placers and your single placers from DAC. Just when they have like a 20% off, instead of buying a painting, buy 3 or 4 multi-placers and put them on. I always make sure I have enough to not only get the VIP group discount, but that I'm going to be over to get free shipping. So you just got to play with your numbers there. All right, so my hot glue gun is a high temperature gun, okay? See, high temp, says it right on it. This is one that is cordless. It comes with a charging base. I got this for like $28 off of Amazon. I will see if I can't link it below in case you're interested in getting a glue gun like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very carefully, and I'm going to show you how it doesn't matter if glue gets outside of it either. All right, so I've got some glue in that. And then I'm going to take my single placer, and I'm going to push it in. See how it's all the way up to the edge there? Why do I feel like you guys are not in focus? Let me make this a little bigger. Okay, there we go. So now you can see I have it all the way up to that standard point. Now, once this is dry, yep, it peels right off. Okay, so if you get some on your pen, don't be freaking out, okay? It's not going to stay there permanently. Hot glue is very easy to set and very easy to unset, okay? So we've got our single placer. Now I need to put my multi-placer in. So I'm going to grab my glue gun again, and I'm going to stick and you want to do this slowly. I mean, you don't want glue like just going everywhere. but it's okay if it goes a little out. But you want to make sure you're going to have enough in there. All right. Take my multi-placer, my 6-placer, squeeze it in, push it down a little bit, make sure you can see it's all the way flush with that base part. And you go and you leave it sit for a few minutes. And it'll be all set, nice and snug, and you won't have to worry about it. And you're never going to have to worry about taking it out off again. Okay? So washi tape, hot glue. Now I'm going to show you what happens if you decide, like, say you did this to one of your pens and you decide that, you know, I don't know that I really want the pen. Or maybe you're short money and you have to sell some. So you decide to sell a pen that, you know, isn't your favorite. And it has, you've already hot glued in tips. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm going to show you how you can get them out. So I'm going to go grab a pen that has had tips in it for quite a while, hot glued in, and I will show you just how to do that. So hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm back. I know it's only like a second for you guys. It was more like a half an hour because I had an issue. Couldn't find the cover to one of my lights for my new external lighting that I have. So yeah, that was fun. Okay, so I went and grabbed this pen. This is a pen that I am looking to destash. So I want to save my tips though. I don't want to give them up. So what you can do is, if you decide you don't want the pen or you decide you need that placer elsewhere, this is where my needle nose pliers come in handy. So I'm going to put those over and grasp and just wiggle back and forth and poof. I'm not editing that out. So wham bam, there you go. Okay. So, and if I want to put it back in, it goes right back in. Now this one, you can see, I don't know if you can or not. Can you guys see in there that there's, yeah, that's not even clear. That's kind of blurry. All right, let's just go back to where we were. There is hot glue in there. So what you can do is take a pair of tweezers and you can put them in there and you can kind of wiggle back and forth and get it, and you can start to pull it out. See, there's the glue coming out. I find sometimes that it's easier if I try and get underneath it and kind of pull it up. And you can see I'm not being gentle with this pen. It's not going to break, guys. Now see, I'm going to say that and then it's going to break. But yep, we're working it all out. And boom, there you go. That's the wad of glue. And now there's no more glue in that pen. So just to show again, how I do this is I put the needles, you know what? I'm going to show how you can do it without that. You know what? I should have done it with the multi-placer. But you put it, get it hooked in there. Okay. You have to be smarter than the pen tip. And wow, this one really does not want to come off. I've never, oh, it's starting to give. All right, let me see if I can get it now. Yep, there we go. All right, I just had to wiggle it, but see, look at this one. The hot glue is right there. So you might even be able to use the needle nose pliers, twist it while pulling. And we got a huge chunk of it. There is still a little bit in here. So we're going to take this. And we're going to dig it out a little. Oh, I almost got it. It's stuck on this side. please don't do this and use tweezers that are like personal or specialized or something, because you will F up the tip like there. Oh, there we go. All right, I got the last of it. So, oh, nope, there's still a little more in there. Hold on. Gosh, I must have put like hot glue for days in here. Or this was just a really deep well one. So no, this part isn't fun, but if you're not planning on getting rid of the pen, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. All right, and there we go. All out. So you can take it out, guys. You do not have to leave it in. So what will you choose? Washi tape method, hot glue gun. I firmly stand behind using a hot glue gun. I'm just way happier. I don't have to look at the washi that's all clumped and hanging out around. I don't have to fiddle with it. I have, you know, nerve damage in this hand. And so not having to fiddle with it and try and manipulate, that is the washi to get it to stay on, that is of the utmost importance to me. So let me know down in the comments. Leave me a pen emoji. I know there is one. So leave me a pen emoji if you made it all the way to the end, and let me know. Do you hot glue your tips on with using a hot glue gun? Wow, words are really hard today, but I've had 2.5 hours sleep, so that might be why. So let me know if you are gonna already hot glue your tips in, or did you just go, Heather, you're amazing. Thank you for showing that to me. I'm gonna run off and hot glue my tips right now. Because guys, who doesn't want to be called amazing? But it's okay. You don't have to call me amazing. But if you think it's amazing, leave that down in your comment too. Until the next time, guys, please remember to like, leave a comment. We want a pen emoji, and let me know whether or not I rocked your world with showing you how to use a hot glue gun to put your tips in. And always remember that kindness is free, guys. So you know what? If this is new to you and you're just learning about it, go share it with someone else. There's your kindness act. And as always, never, ever, ever forget that without the darkness, we'd never get to see the stars. And I want to see each and every one of you, because you are all stars. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.